you came from our crossover of the year video for the Mazda CX-30, you can tell there's a lot to like about Mazdas nowadays. And we have another Mazda today. It is the Mazda 3 hatchback, the car which the CX-30 is based off. And this car is very good looking, as you can tell, and there is a lot to like about this car too. So let's find out more about why the Mazda 3 hatchback is our hatchback of the year. At the back, it is a very nice and comfortable space. Now you might be surprised because you might think that I look a little bit squeezy at the back, but this car is actually quite comfortable. It is nice and luscious at the back, the seats are nice and supple, and it looks and feels good at the back also. Like I mentioned during the CX-30 Car of the Year video, you do notice that the carpets actually look pretty good also. And from here, you have a nice view of the dashboard up front. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Now, this is quite surprising because usually other manufacturers offer comfort through space, but here it is not the most spacious in its class, but it is still a very nice and comfortable space for someone like me. And I'm just under 1.8 meters tall with the front seat set to my comfortable driving position. So I am quite surprised here. Of course, it does come with amenities. You do have the usual ISOFIX points here, but you also get air conditioning vents at the back. So you'll be very comfortable for long drives in this car. Up front, you can tell this is a very nice interior. The dashboard is very minimalistic in design, but also at the same time it feels very premium with a lot of use of soft touch materials, leather, as well as metal and gloss black inserts. It is a very nice space, especially from the driver's seat. And from here, you can tell everything is very driver-centric. You have a digital cluster, of course, for your speed, but as you can tell, you look carefully, it looks like analog dials. It feels very natural and feels quite special. And elsewhere, all the buttons are in the right spaces. For example, your air conditioning controls are actual air conditioning controls. Your infotainment system, you don't have to reach out for the screen. You do have a very smooth and easy to use infotainment knob over here. In all, if you're spending a lot of time driving, the Mazda 3 works out very well because it offers a lot of comfort and a very nice seating position. Having a driver-centric wheel means that you won't have to figure out so many things while you're driving. It works very well. Behind the wheel, the Mazda 3 hatchback is, well, very nice. It is very nice. If you talk about drive quality, comfort, refinement, the Mazda 3 hatchback has it all. In fact, it offers a level of refinement that you expect in, well, premium makes. You must remember that this car is not a premium car. Mazda is not a premium brand, but they're giving you all that in a car, in a hatchback. It's quite impressive. Now let's get into the specifics. If you talk about drive quality, well, it is good. You have suspension that is nice and pliant. You have a nice and well-weighted steering wheel which enjoys spirited driving inputs if you want to give it. So if you ask me, this car is very nice to drive. Couple that with the driver-centric dashboard. If you spend a lot of time in a car, Mazda 3 hatchback works out very well. Now let's get on to ease of driving. Of course, it is very easy to see and look out of, but main thing is that it does come with driver assistance features in the Estina trim. So if you're looking for something that really allows you to cover a lot of miles in absolute comfort and removes the stresses of driving, the Mazda 3 hatchback, it works out. Let's talk about performance. The Mazda 3 hatchback is powered by a 1.5 litre Skyactiv G M hybrid engine. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but bear with me. 118 brake horsepower, 153 Newton meters of torque. Now these numbers may not surprise you, but let me tell you this power plant coupled with this 6-speed transmission is a very smooth operator. It is, of course, a mild hybrid. Now, the mild hybrid, how it works is basically storing energy from your driving, and it powers the rest of the car, like your electronics and stuff like that. So all that engine power is going to the drive. So if you ask me, at 153 Newton meters of torque, it actually feels kind of lively. It is quite nice to drive, and in fact, the mild hybrid system actually assists the car to be smoother in operation. Now, when was the last time you heard a manufacturer make a hybrid engine, or rather a mild hybrid system, for the car to be smooth, for a smooth experience for the driver? Now, if you ask me, the shifts are really smooth because of this. This is a very smooth car when you're on the move. In all, the Mazda 3 hatchback is quite impressive. It offers a lot of car for your money. It is a very comfortable car, first of all, and is also very nice to drive. And of course, the best part for everyone else to enjoy is how good it looks. If you're looking for a car, of course, to drive around Singapore, this does very well, and that's one of the reasons why it is our hatchback of the year. Like I mentioned earlier, there is a lot to like about Mazdas nowadays, and when it comes to the Mazda 3 hatchback, it is a very nice car. And it's not just us at the SG Carmart editorial team. I'm pretty sure you guys also enjoy the Mazda 3 hatchback. It looks very good. It offers a very composed drive on the road, akin to that of European makes, but at the same time offering that Japanese reliability that many of you want. And that makes it our hatchback of the year.